boogie. Ball with the ball, the bang, the dang, diggy, diggy, diggy. Send the boogie, send up, jump the boogie. Ball with the ball, the bang, the dang, diggy, diggy, diggy. Send the boogie, send up, jump the boogie. My name is
from Memphis, Tennessee. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Memphis Steamers taking on the Brooklyn Barons.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Brooklyn Barons and the Memphis Steamers. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Memphis. This one fielded at the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reed. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The seventh play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Looking to throw. 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Steamers are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
This week, such an important one for his entire offense, but for him especially. He wants to start this new season off strong. He's got big plans for this year. Wants it to be one where he finishes among the league's best while leading his team to the postseason. A strong opening week is a great start to that and can create momentum that carries over not just to next week, but the next few weeks as well. A rising tide raises all ships. And if he can start this season off strong, his offense will benefit.
Back to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. 2nd and 6. And caught by London. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And now here's a carry heading left. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking for London on the out route complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We're big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown! Darrell Daniels from 6 yards away. And the Barons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness. And
I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll go back to Henderson on first down. He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run the toss with Henderson. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He connected on all 5 of his throws on that opening drive and finished it with a touchdown pass as they begin here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Shalik Calhoun able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So they bring out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. .43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, complete. That's Reed. He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10. Touchdown. A great play there. 51 yards. And the Steamers have taken the lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now a throw here, hauled in. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into the hands of London. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll look to throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine. Often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Now, they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weakness.
2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
They'll look to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Right back to him on first down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys have now moved out in front.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is now 2. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back and forth first half that we've seen. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down now, but that clock rolling. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll look to throw again. And this one complete to Reed. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Henderson. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's second down. They'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Out of the gun now on third down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This is up and good from Pinheiro, and they have regained the lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Oh, again, they're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Finding London along the sideline. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the
Take my place, look inside.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now back to throw. Eluded, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he whips that one incomplete there. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
To me, it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Henderson running straight ahead. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Kaiser. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Forced out to his left. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is indeed good, and they have regained the lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Running left is Henderson. And he'll work down inside the 45. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
An assortment of sacks in this game. This one the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Armani Watts. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
But now this offense comes back out onto the field. And after the interception, they'll take over with good starting field position here. Down by 2 as they begin with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down, it's Henderson. Ooh, the juke. And he's brought down. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. This is caught. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Henderson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and they have regained the lead. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. Well, that'll get them the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching. Second and 9 now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And this offense on third down today, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 60 yards on the ground for him so far. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Caught right side, Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Now a handoff, Henderson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards
there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he wisely will throw that one away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
And take a 4th quarter lead.
Now a dump off here complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2nd and 6. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Again, it's Henderson, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. On the handoff, Henderson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Henderson will try to run for the 1st. And he's got some space here. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they will take a knee here. 2nd and 11. From the gun, a give to Henderson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the home team here,